"This is the most beautiful and cunning female vampire I've ever seen." She had claimed the two most handsome Salvatore brothers in the village for herself. The younger brother, Stefan, is upright and kind. Although he deeply loves Katherine, he refuses to aid her in her evil deeds, so he offers his own blood instead. But the younger brother, Damon, was different. He was infatuated with Katherine, even abandoning his own conscience to ensure his vampire girlfriend had fresh blood to feed on. Damon joined her in attacking travelers at night. He's asked Katherine several times to turn him into a vampire, too, but Katherine always gives the same answer: "It's not time yet." Due to Katherine's gluttony, the town's aristocrats had become alert. One day, Madame Pearl, a fellow vampire, visits Katherine. It turns out that a certain potion has become quite popular lately. Madame Pearl bought a bottle and discovered it's made from vervain, which burns vampires. The vampire's secret has been exposed. Madame Pearl suggests they leave the town, but Katherine refuses. She's worked hard to tame these handsome brothers and live the high life. How could she run away with her tail between her legs?
Can we go, Mama? Is something wrong?
Meanwhile, the Salvatore brothers' father calls them in for a secret talk. As the patriarch of the town's founding family, he hopes the two brothers will join the vampire hunting team. The brothers exchange glances but don't reveal Katherine's true identity to their father. However, this causes a rift between them. Damon urges his brother to keep the secret, but Stefan wants to tell their father the truth, hoping he'll spare Katherine's life. But faced with Damon's desperate pleas, Stefan reluctantly agrees. As the vampire hunt intensifies, more and more vampires hiding in the town are being rooted out. Yet Katherine and Madame Pearl remain unafraid. As mentioned earlier, Katherine's maid Emily is a witch. With her help, they can walk in the sunlight, so no one suspects them.
Not unless a human tells them.
I'd sooner die.
Giuseppe, knowing Damon's personality, decides to have a heart-to-heart talk with Stefan alone. Although Stefan promised Damon he wouldn't expose Katherine, he hasn't given up on his own ideas. He tries to subtly probe his father, attempting to change his view on vampires. Not all of them are evil.
These creatures are of the darkest parts of hell. Seduce your spirit. They are deadly, and they must be destroyed. Those who stand with them, those who bring shame to their families, will be destroyed as well.
After drinking Stefan's blood, Katherine begins to feel weak and exhausted. Stefan is both shocked and confused until his father's appearance makes everything clear. When Stefan had shown sympathy for vampires, Giuseppe began to suspect Katherine. So, he secretly added vervain to Stefan's drink. Katherine is then muzzled and taken to the church, and Damon grows to resent his brother. He believes it was Stefan who betrayed Katherine. After hearing about Katherine's capture, Madame Pearl prepares to rescue her. She instructs her daughter to find the witch and seek protection. However, just as Madame Pearl is about to leave, Jonathan, who has always admired her, arrives. Jonathan was one of the core members of the vampire hunting team. Suddenly, Jonathan noticed that the vampire compass began to spin, and in the end, it locked firmly onto Pearl, standing right in front of him. Before this, their relationship had already been full of unspoken flirtation. So, when Jonathan learned the truth, he wasn't just shocked, he was heartbroken. "Why does it have to be you?" Madame Pearl quietly begged Jonathan for mercy. After a brief silence, Jonathan shouted loudly,
I've got another one over here!
Madame Pearl was captured as well.